What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And, real quick, this thing is starting to get, very, very interesting. And we might end up seeing Disney yet again embroiled in some sort of lawsuit or something going down because of how they're handling their business over there at the House of Mouse. So Victoria Alonso, we already know she's fired. She's no longer with Marvel, okay? After 17 years of service, she's out the door, all right? And you can see on this article on the Hollywood Reporter, inside the firing of Victoria Alonso, her Oscar-nominated movie, Argentina 1985, at the center of the exit. Okay, so you hear this and it's like, what's that all about, right? So you dig down into the article, right? Basically what it's saying here is she wasn't supposed to be working on this movie. She wasn't supposed to have anything to do with this movie, all right? She says she was one of 8 producers in the Argentine historical drama, which was distributed by Amazon and competed for the Best International Feature Oscar. But by assuming that role, she breached her contract, apparently with Marvel and Disney, several times, it says, according to sources. After repeated warnings, the situation came to a head the week after the Academy Awards and ultimately led to her termination. It was a seismic shakeup at Marvel where for years, Alonso was part of the Holy Trinity, along with Kevin Feige and Louis D'Esposito, who led the Marvel Cinematic Universe to even greater heights. In this article, it says that she never asked for permission to work on the movie. All right, nor did she give any notice. However, in an IndieWire piece published last month on the film, it stated that she did have permission. All right, so keep that in mind as we continue. Basically, when Disney found out, they gave her out. Okay, don't work on it anymore. Okay, don't publicize it. Don't promote it. Okay, you can, you messed up, but this is their story, by the way. This is what Disney is saying, or what some insider is saying Disney is saying. All right. Don't do any more work on it. You're done. All right. You did the work, but because you've been with us for so long, all right, we'll give you a break. Okay. So apparently that's the story that Disney is saying. And then it says here, a rep for Alonso declined to comment. A rep from Disney also declined to comment. All right. Now, according to sources, she was reminded of her agreement and her breach several times, but the campaigning continued. She even appeared on the Oscars arrival carpet, not as a Marvel executive associated with that studio's multi-nominated Black Panther Wakanda Forever, but as Argentina 1985's producer, walking with the film's director, Santiago Mitre. All right, so we got all of that, right? All of that, got that clear. Okay. Then we jump over to Variety. Victoria Alonso attorney blasts ridiculous claim she was fired over Argentina 1985, says the executive was silenced by Disney. This is an exclusive on Variety. You can see just came out a couple of hours later. So Victoria Alonso's work as a producer of the Oscar-nominated feature film Argentina 1985 is coming under greater scrutiny as a major factor in Disney's decision to fire the longtime Marvel executive for cause, according to 3 sources with knowledge of Alonso's exit, which Alonso's attorney calls absolutely ridiculous. All right, so we got 2 competing stories right now, okay? The attorney says this is absolute nonsense, but the sources over on the Hollywood Reporter are like, nah, that's the reason. This is what it is, okay? At issue, according to these sources, was Alonso's 2018 employment contract with Disney that prohibited her from working on projects for any rival studios. Argentina 1985, which tracks the real-life trials of the country's final dictatorship, was produced in part by Amazon Studios, and it was released on Prime Video in October. But Alonso, who was born and raised in Argentina, did not alert Disney to her work on 1985 in advance, the sources say. All right, so we're getting a whole lot of he said, she said. You know how that goes, okay? Do you have anything in writing? All right, because that's what it's going to come down to at this point. This thing is going to trial. I absolutely believe it, all right? Do you have anything in writing, Victoria Alonso, that said, yes, you are free and clear, go ahead and work on that, all right? Or do you just have their word? Don't worry, Victoria, we good, okay? Because it sounds like, yeah, they're using this as a excuse to get rid of her. I mean, this is just my opinion, of course. All right, let's continue. Her years of service with Marvel, however, afforded Alonso enough clout that the studio grandfathered her moonlighting into a new employment agreement that Alonso signed last year, according to sources, which explicitly forbade the executive from working any further outside of Marvel, including any extracurricular promotion. While projects at outside distributors are uncommon for an executive of Alonso's stature, they are not unheard of. And basically it says, yeah, after she got nominated, right after this film got nominated for an Academy Award, yeah, she hit the circuit. She was like, oh yeah, I'm Victoria Alonso. I'm a big deal over at Marvel. Let me go ahead and use my clout to kind of promote this thing, all right? Says here that she was repeatedly reminded in writing that she was in violation of her contract, these sources say, but she forged ahead anyway, walking the press line at the Oscars with the Argentina director, who actually we already saw, okay, rather than one of the executives of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. 8 days later, she got fired. All right, so that's what it is. And then one Disney executive, former executive, basically says that, yeah, that Disney both knew and approved her ability to work on Argentina in 1985, and then say they have cause to fire her over an interview or two in support of that film seems crazy, all right? Now, here's the attorney. Here's the comments, because, you know, again, Disney, they ain't gonna say shit about this at all, all right? Here go the comments from Patty Glaser, who is representing Alonso in her departure from Disney. So we got a lawsuit happening, okay? We got a lawsuit coming, all right? And yeah, this is gonna get ugly. The idea that Victoria was fired over a handful of press interviews relating to a personal passion project about human rights and democracy that was nominated for an Oscar and which she got Disney's blessing to work on is absolutely ridiculous, Glaser says. Victoria, a gay Latina who had the courage to criticize Disney, was silenced. Whoa, okay, so they're going right back, okay, they're going right back to the don't say gay stuff, everything that was going on in Florida with Ron DeSantis and everything like that, okay, they're going straight to that. That's where this is coming from. Then she was terminated when she refused to do something she believed was reprehensible. What were they asking her to do? This is getting juicy, man. This is getting really juicy because now Disney has asked her to do something. I don't know if they asked her to retract all the stuff that she was saying, okay, or whether they asked her to go on board with Bob Iger and whoever else might have been out there as a face of the LGBT community. Maybe she was asked to be the face of that for Disney and do something that absolutely goes against what she wants, okay? This is getting really, really interesting right here. Disney and Marvel made a really poor decision that will have serious consequences. There's a lot more to this story, and Victoria will be telling it shortly in one form or another. They're going to court, okay? That's how I'm reading this. They are going to court, and they are going to settle this out in a court of law. And boy, oh boy, woo, man, they got another lawsuit. It sounds like they got another lawsuit on their hands. One over with Lucasfilm right now. We know that that's a lawsuit that's happening. And now Victoria Alonso, she's this statement by this lawyer. They looks like they're coming with both gloves off. Now, again, I don't know what the situation is. She doesn't get into any further details than this. But it does again mention a source close to the matter also says that following Alonso's remarks at the 2022 GLAAD Awards in which she called out Bob Chapek by name for his reaction to Florida's Don't Say Gay bill, she was told she could no longer do press for Marvel projects. All right. So yeah, now this is just very interesting because I think that this lady's entire way of approaching this whole situation with the Ron DeSantis parental rights and education bill, okay, which they call the Don't Say Gay bill. This thing is what got her in hot water, okay? This is what got her in hot water, and they were just using whatever they could use to get her out the door, all right? She's a problem pill, okay? People like this are bad for business, I'm telling you, okay? See, you gotta understand that this situation, this whole Don't Say Gay bill situation has cost Disney a lot of money, okay? They lost their special tax status, okay? That entire special tax status situation and everything that happened, millions of dollars, all the autonomy that they had to kind of just handle things over in Florida, any way they pleased, okay, is gone, completely gone. And they're laying it right at the feet of this lady for her opening up her mouth and insisting that Bob Chapek, oh, your reaction wasn't good enough. Oh, you got to come out and do this and this and say this and that, all right? This is what happens with these kind of cats, okay? This is what I'm saying. All of that other stuff is just window dressing, okay? This seems like this is the real issue at hand here. And all of the stuff that's going on with the visual effects and everything, that's just icing on the cake compared to all the other nonsense that's going on undercover that nobody's talking about, all right? And I don't know if they might want to think about taking it to court because that's when all the tea gets spilled. Oh, you want to take us to court? Let's go, okay? We about to tell all, see all. Look, man, these cats attack their own, okay? Woke Hollywood is attacking woke Hollywood. Oh man, I'm all for it, man. I can't wait to see how this goes down. Anyway, folks, what do you think about this situation? We're getting more and more and more information as the days keep progressing, okay? I think pretty soon we're going to get a statement from Victoria Alonso. Keep your eyes open because it's going to be juicy whenever it hits. But you guys go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and your opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.